Hi, thanks for joining me for this guided imagery visualization. If you were to look that up on the internet, you'd find a lot of different scripts that are being read, usually with splashy video, different shapes, patterns, colors, um, on all kinds of themes. So anything from floating on clouds to a day at the beach, all kinds of things. For this video, we are going to do one on future self. I like to use this with my clients when I feel like they probably are, or when they tell me that they're feeling really stuck in their lives, when they feel like they know they need to make some changes but they don't know what, or maybe they feel that they know they have goals that they want to reach, but they're not exactly sure how to get there or what that looks like. It's a really good one. Also, when we feel really unsettled maybe about our lives, or we feel just sort of unhappy, this can be a good one to do. See how we can get back in touch with what we really want. So to start off, really all you need is about 10 minutes of time, a comfortable place, and you need hopefully something that's kind of free of distraction for you. So as you do this, go ahead and turn your phone off or do whatever you need to kind of get that quiet, distraction-free space. And I want you to get comfortable where you're at right now. So that means that you might start to kind of uncross your legs or do whatever you need to allow the furniture to fully support your body, whether you're sitting or laying down. And I want you to start by taking deep breath in through your nose like this and out through your mouth. And I want you to do that a couple of times. In through your nose, out through your mouth, knowing that if you're congested and you can't breathe through your nose, that's okay, just use your mouth. The important thing is just to take some nice, relaxing, deep breaths. And when you're ready, I want you to close your eyes. So you'll be doing that for the rest of this journey pretty much. Go ahead and get your eyes closed. Continue to take this deep breath. And I want you, as you're laying there, to allow every breath to get your body to relax more and more into the furniture. Allow it to fully support your weight. And when you're ready, there with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine that you're lying in a bed and you start to wake up, you sit up and you realize that you are actually a future version of yourself. So it's a few years into the future. You're looking all around and you're amazed at this room you're in. This is like your ideal bedroom. It's perfect in every way. The color scheme's right, all the furniture's right, the layout of the space. And I want you to just soak in all those details. What does everything look like here in this space for you right now? Just soak it all in. The flooring, the ceiling, the trim, all the linens. And as you're ready, I want you to put your feet on the floor and begin to walk to your kitchen. So you start to come upon your kitchen, and once again you're just completely amazed because it's the perfect, ideal kitchen. If you could have designed it yourself, this is exactly what it would look like. So I want you to go into the fridge and get yourself something to maybe have here in the morning. And as you do it, I want you to realize that in there are all kinds of really healthy options, but things you like eating. Everything's organized, neat, in its right place, easy to find. And you start to go through your cabinets. Maybe you're making yourself a warm beverage or something like that, some juice. And the same thing with your cabinets. You realize everything is neat, organized, lined up beautifully. You realize that it's just really effortless here in this space. Everything is laid out well. It's easy to find. Your life is so easy. And I want you to continue to just look at all those details, noticing everything. And when you're ready, I want you to take your snack now, whatever you've made yourself, and I want you to move towards like either a dining area or maybe an outdoor sitting area of some sort. But you go and sit down and start to enjoy what you've prepared there. And I want you to imagine it in such full detail, it's as if you're tasting it right now. Notice what everything tastes like. Look around at this new space and see what's here. Are there plants, flowers, pets? Again, what's the furniture like? What's the quality of light in this room or this outdoor space? Imagine every detail. And I want you to imagine now that you go ahead and put your things down, you get up, and you're ready to explore the rest of this space of yours. So go ahead and leave those things, begin to explore this space. And as you do so, I want you to notice if there's any memory, thought, outside distraction, anything you don't want there, you don't have to keep it there. You can let it go because this is completely your place. This is you. So if that comes up at all, I just want you to allow yourself to sort of put it in a place and send it back out of your mind, almost as if it's a cloud that floats in but can float right back out again. Or maybe you visualize that it's something you can put in a box and send down a conveyor belt right back out of your mind. Anything that doesn't belong there doesn't have to stay. This is your space. And as you're ready, I want you now to start to notice as you're exploring these other rooms, if there's anything that tells you who else lives here with you. Just kind of notice that. Who else is here? There's no right or wrong. And maybe you live alone. Maybe that's what's happening here, and that's okay too. But I want you to just notice this without judging it. Whatever comes to be. And as you're ready, I want you now to go back to your room, back to that bedroom where you started. Get into your closet. And as you open that closet, I want you once again to notice just how organized everything is, how beautifully laid out. And as you get in there, you realize that your wardrobe's even a little different. You know you need to get ready for the day, but you're not quite sure what you do. You start to realize exactly what it is you do with your days. And in that closet of yours, I want you to pick out what fits you best in terms of what you're going to be doing today. So pick something out that you know you want to wear for this day ahead. So as you pick that out and you put it on, notice how great it feels. The fabrics feel wonderful against your skin, and it seems to fit you perfectly. So I want you to now go over to a mirror, a full-length mirror, and look at yourself in this outfit you've chosen, and realize that it fits you perfectly. You look amazing. So I want you to spend a moment there just enjoying this confidence that you feel, this knowingness that it's all right, that this is who you really are. And when you're ready, I want you now to move back to the front of your house, to the entryway. And you look down and you realize there are a bunch of things sitting there near the door, all the things you're going to need for today. So anything you might need to go do what you do, go ahead and gather up your things. But before you leave, I want you to take one last big look around this space, noticing once more all those details, what you can hear. Is there sound of music or loved ones laughing? Maybe birds. What can you hear? What can you smell? What can you see? What do you feel? What's the temperature here? But notice all those details and allow yourself to kind of remember them and take note that you can return here anytime, because this is completely your space. It's all yours. It can never go away. You can come back anytime. And if there was anyone that you need to say bye to before you go out the door for your day, go ahead and do that. And as you're ready, you go ahead and leave. Once again, knowing you can return anytime. And before you open your eyes, I want you to just get back into your body. Notice your breathing again. Kind of notice in your body if there was any area of tension or discomfort and how it might be different from when you started or the same. Don't have to do anything about it, just noticing. And when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and open your eyes. Take a minute here just to reflect on what came up during this visualization. Noticing, did anything look different? Did anything surprise you? What was the same? Is there anything that was the same as your life is right now? So just take note of some of those things. And a lot of times we might have this revelation of like, you know, that was really amazing. If I had no limits and I could do whatever, this is exactly what it would look like, but that's overwhelming because that could never happen, or I'll never have that. Those are the things we sometimes think to ourselves. And rather than get caught up in all of this, because the point of this is when you go into these visualizations, it's not about only visualizing those things that we feel we can achieve within limits, but rather allowing ourselves to imagine that this is, you know, sky's the limit. If there were no limits, if there were no shoulds or should nots, what would exist in our world? So that's what we're focusing on here. So when you look at that, if it becomes overwhelming in that sense of, I don't know how I would ever get there, don't worry about that. Let that go. That's not important. The important thing is noticing how great you feel, how free you feel, how whole you feel when you can see this future self living exactly as you want to live. So if you're kind of unsure about what to do next, I want you to only worry about what is the next small thing or small things that you can do right now in your life that would help you reach that at some point. Remembering that we almost never have some grandiose thing that's going to get us there down the road. Rather, we have to just sort of focus on what we can do next. What's the next little thing I can do that would support this in my life? So remembering that, go ahead and go forward with your day, and hopefully you'll come up with a couple of things that help move you towards the future self you know that you want to be. And I thank you for your time.